Hi everyone, I'm Namita Sajdev. The FIFA World Cup 2022 fever has gripped the world happening in Qatar this year, and we have seen some amazing matches already taking place. So welcome to Sports Kira, where we are reviewing some of the biggest games that the World Cup has to offer. This is Ramco Presents Sports Kira means SK Kick-off, the right product for the right application.
We have got Ramco Supercrete.
We built this nuclear plant with it. It will never develop smallest of cracks.
High-strength cement, crack-free concrete. Ramco Supercrete.
What are we waiting for? Let's get started. So today we have been joined by ex-Indian international and an East Bengal legend, Mr. Alvito D'Cunha, and a player who had an illustrious career with multiple clubs like Mahindra United, East Bengal and Kerala Blasters too, Mr. Sushanth Mathew. Welcome both of you to Sports Kira. How are you?
I'm good, great. Good time to talk about football.
Thank you so much. I would like to thank Sports Kira for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We're really honored to have you both here. So first game we'll be talking about, or we'll be looking forward to today, is Portugal versus Ghana, and then we'll be talking about Brazil versus Serbia. But before we jump into the games for today, we have to take a minute out to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, who has been in the news for all the wrong reasons, I must say, before this World Cup. So what do you guys make out of the interview, the explosive interview that he had with Piers Morgan, and the timing of it? Do you think it's the right timing or not? Starting with you, Sushanth.
I don't think so. This is the right time to talk about his negativity, and he is heading for FIFA World Cup. So this is might be his last World Cup. So he want to finish it with a good note.
Absolutely, we are being more positive for the FIFA World Cup, and since he has a match also today, Portugal versus Ghana is there. So would like to ask from you, Alvito, do you anyhow feel or think that the performance after this Manchester United contract got over with Cristiano Ronaldo, anything or somehow the performance will be affected in today's match?
Once he enters the field, when he wears the armband, he is not going to think about what has happened a couple of days back. So he's going to focus on today's match. He's going to lead from the front. And I'm confident that Ronaldo is not only going to score goals, but he's going to take his team as much as further he can in this competition.
So now coming to Portugal versus Ghana, Alvito, I want to ask you, Portugal have an impressive record against Ghana and have won the only match that has happened in 2014 World Cup between the two teams, with Portugal winning the game last, hitting last winning goal that was hit by Cristiano Ronaldo once again. Now, what do you think? If Ghana has to win today's game, what strategy they should go on for if they want to win, or they need to be extra cautious while playing with Portugal today?
It's going to be a very interesting match because, if we talk about the history, Portugal has always struggled to win the first match in the group stage. Say it whether in Euro or whether it's in the World Cup. But, they need to, cut it off or break it off, as we call it. We have seen a lot of things happening in the World Cup. Like the host country never lost the first match. But this year, we saw it happening with the Qatarians. And I also hope that Portugal, get the first victory in the first match. But it's not going to be that easy because it's going to be a match between a team who loves to keep the ball possession, that is Portugal, and a team who loves to, counter, that is Ghana. We have seen the Ghanaians, they are very strong. They are very defense-oriented team. So all that they need to do is that Portugal needs to be very quick. They can't be slow. Anything that they need to do is they need to be quick. And with Ronaldo up front, yes, they can make wonders. But then what Ghana needs to do is they need to hold them as much as they can. The reason why I say this is because if they can get a point of this match, they would consider them as one of the teams to go into the next round.
If I talk about Portugal from you, Sushanth, how important do you think that is it for them to win the first match of the group stage? As we have seen that they are winless in the last 3 opening matches at the FIFA World Cup, but did manage to progress to the knockout in 2018.
Yes, there are chances. Like Alvito said, it's a difficult match. Obviously, the opponents are strong, African strong team. They won't allow simply. But the team got Portugal, under Cristiano Ronaldo, the players from goalkeeper Diego and defender Ruben Dias and the midfielders Bruno. Many stars are there. So they can make it. When you say it's simple, but it's not going to be easy because the opponent was planned. The coach, Ghanaian coach, was very good. He got some plans, so it's difficult. And a Ghanaian key player, Mohamed Duho, he's one of the best player. He can play any position. Like he is number 9 sometimes. He is number 10 sometimes. He's a winger sometimes. He's a playmaker. And with him, the players they got, the youngsters they got, they are very strong. They need to work hard and work hard. You know the defending quality about the African teams. Yesterday we saw some teams, African teams. They don't allow. It's not easy. But like a Ronaldo is a greatest goal scorer. One chance enough or a half chance enough to make it. So I am going with Portugal. They can make it. But the history says sometimes big upset will be there. But I would love to see Cristiano Ronaldo's team going through.
Now, if we talk about the team's form, Portugal and Ghana at the same time, the form guide is like win, lose, win, lose, win for Portugal. And for Ghana, it's like win, win, lose, win and lose because they have lost the last match with Brazil. Ghana, I'm talking about. So how do you see this? Both of you, I want to ask it from. How do you see this form? Who need to work more? And on what points to win the game? Starting with you, Sushanth.
Obviously, the winning streak always give them more boost, like more confidence. When you going for a big tournament like a World Cup, the last few matches, if you continuously winning, that's a big boost for that team. But when we see that in tournaments like Argentina, their 36 winning streak was broken by Saudi Arabia. So the day, if your day is perfect, you can win. Otherwise, whichever you go to big starts, but your day was not good, then it won't be. So always like in World Cup qualifying, they were good, winning, and losing one and draw another and winning. So this is count in upcoming matches. So I think their confidence level will be bit high because last match they won. So next match they are going to win. That winning momentum is there for both teams. Am I right, Alvito?
They might have a win-lose record, and that is all past. But recently in a friendly match before coming for this World Cup, I think Portugal, they won by a big margin, and they did not have most of the key players playing in that match. But in spite of that, they still managed to come out with a good result, and same goes with Ghana. But I think that's all about past, and this is the competition that they are in, where none of the teams will want to lose this match. Portugal, as we talk about them, they are a good side, but then sometimes they're very moody kind of, like, suddenly, like, you'll see like all the players on that day, they'll have an off day. And if the performance rises, they will rise all together. So I hope to see that they rise in every match, because the Portugal team, what we have, the midfield, the strike line, like Bernardo Silva is one of the best creative midfielder. Bruno Fernandes, as we know, he's who has got the maximum assist, and Jack Leao, who plays for the club AC Milan, he is in tremendous form. Up front we have Cristiano Ronaldo. Lot of key players in the team. Same goes in the defense line as well as in the goalkeeping slot. So they are a good team, as well as we can't just write off Ghana, because they have got some very good players playing in the Premier League or in the Dutch League, and they are equally good as the Portugal side. But overall, it's going to be a good contest. But then I think I would keep Portugal a bit ahead of Ghana.
Now we'll move forward towards Brazil versus Serbia talks. Now another big favorite to win the World Cup, I would say, is Brazil, who will be taking on Serbia today. Technically tomorrow, it's at 12:30 a.m. So TTS team would be looking forward to kicking things off in the right way against a team they have a massive historical advantage over. Now, if I talk about Brazil, I'll start from you, Sushanth, firstly. Since it has been favorite teams of many experts, including our very own expert Alvito too. So they have won already 5 World Cups. It's in their name. They have star players like Neymar, who has been second in the place in terms of goal scoring after Pele. So your initial thoughts on today's match between Brazil and Serbia today?
Yes, one of the most favorite team to win this World Cup is Brazil, because the world ranking position, Brazil is number one, and they won 5 times. That's a huge, because nobody else can reach 5. Germany is 4, Italy is 4, but only one team, that is Brazil. So the expectation is very high. All the fans, the crazy fans in Kerala, my country, all Malayali fans were back to Brazil. But that is interesting. In Kerala, it's war going on for football, and the Brazil got Neymar. He's a tremendous player. He got so many goals, just behind all-time goal scorer Pele. So he can break that record if he in good perform. And the players like Vinicius Junior, Anthony,
Okay.
many are there. Firmino, all the players, and Brazil got a full team to beat any team.
I must say that they have been really consistent in terms of appearing in FIFA World Cup. Every year they have appeared in the World Cup, and since this is the 22nd edition, so Brazil is the only team I think who have been appearing the maximum number of times, 22nd time. Now, what are your thoughts on that? Brazil and Serbia's composition of the team this year, the playing 11s, Alvito?
Brazil has got a very good history. They have participated. They are the only team that has played all the World Cups. The record also says it all in terms of goal scoring, in terms of matches, in terms of everything. But that's all about past. They haven't won the World Cup since 2002. So it's high time they need to pull up their socks. They need to do something. They need to win, because there's a lot of emotion, passion for this game that they have. And I think most of the footballers who wants to be football players, they always look for a Brazilian team. You ask any of the youngsters, they'll either go with Brazil or with Argentina. Stars are different, like individual, like Ronaldo, Messi, they're all different. But then country-wise, they always prefer either Brazil, Argentina. Yes, so coming to this match, I would say, as Sushanth said, first of all, Brazil has got a very good, strong lineup. In Neymar, they have got Martinelli, they have got Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, outstanding strike force, comparing with 2 holding midfielders or 3 midfielders, Fabinho and Fred and Casemiro. Then they have the defense, Thiago, Militao and Marquinhos. I think the only weakness what I see in this team is the wing backs. That's what I feel. I hope they can prove me wrong. But then that's the thing what I feel, that they have weakness in the wing backs. 2 outstanding goalkeepers, Alisson, and we have got Edison. But on the other side, let's not forget the team that they're playing, the Serbians. They are a very good team as well. They beat Portugal in the last match at home. So they have made it to the World Cup directly. They have not played the playoffs and they have qualified. No. And they have got some very, very, very good players like Mitrovic, who's been outstanding form in the Premier League. Along with him, there are a lot of other players as well. So they are a team to be looked at. If somebody asked me, I would say this is the group of death and not the one that we spoke about before. That Japan, Germany, Spain, and Costa Rica. Maybe they are also a group of death. It's because of the upset that we had yesterday. But if you personally ask me, I would consider this as one of the group of death.
Very nice and very wonderfully you have said that. Now we'll talk about the stars of these 2 teams. Starting with Neymar, and then we'll come to Vinny Jr. also. We'll talk about Neymar with you, Sushanth, first. He is the star, as we all know. He takes away the pressure of the whole of the country, the burden of the entire country, since emerging as a prodigious talent at Santos. What would you have to say about him this year? What are you expecting out of him this year?
We all know Neymar got the talent. He is like someone who got the vote for Ballon d'Or. He came as a third. He got the quality to play the team. He's a playmaker. He is a goal scorer. He's become matured. not like earlier. Last World Cup, he is like not that matured. We have seen he got some issues in between. But this World Cup, he's a matured player. He is scoring so many goals in French league. He's a playmaker for this Brazil team. But not like a one-man show. Brazil got a tremendous team, tremendous players with him. Neymar can do wonder in every match, but at the same time, their teammates are equally good this time. So this is like I would say number one team maybe coming to the final. Like Alvito said, it's too long. Brazil didn't play championship. So this is the right time. They got that much of capacity this season. So Neymar can do wonder, and Neymar can hold the World Cup trophy this time.
A lot of expectations out of Brazil. Now we'll talk about Vinny Jr. also. You have already mentioned a little about the 22-year-old young player. His run for La Liga for Real Madrid this season, managing 9 goal contributions. So what are your thoughts on this?
Normally we say a day before the match, the coach, in fact the players might not be able to sleep because, having that headache sort of a thing. How do I play this match tomorrow? How do I tackle this right back or the left back? How do I overlap? How do I cross? But I think so in this team, the Brazilian coach might have a sleepless night, not knowing whom to start with and whom to keep on the bench, because that's the strike force what they have up front. Like Martinelli, as we know, he's been in outstanding form. We have Rodrigo, we have got Vinicius, we have got Gabriel Jesus, we have got Rafinha, we have got Anthony. 2 good players up front. And then, as I said before, 2 good holding midfielders as well. So Brazilian is the team who is a compact team in all the departments. They've got players what you really require for a team. And that makes them a much stronger side. But saying that, I think they need to prove it on the field today.
Absolutely, you perfectly said that. Now coming to Serbian players, now if we talk about Mitrovic's performance, he was really impressive. If I talk about the 28-year-old guy, so his club's most important player in the Premier League this time around. So what are you expecting out of him, Sushanth, this year?
Yeah, this is like a Serbia, not a new team in this World Cup. They are like a 13 times appearance. So we cannot see them a small team or something like and you never mind Brazil easily won or whatever it is. It won't be, because Serbia got that tradition football, like they don't live simply. They got the tactics to hold any big. They are the best. They in leagues, many are the key players of those clubs. So it is difficult for them, for Brazil to overcome Serbia's on top. But to be frank, Serbia got this feeling like big players are coming, sharp players are coming, and the coach also like how to play against these big teams. Every department, Brazil is number 1 players, and so there will be a big fight. But you never know. Serbia maybe overcome this big fight of Brazil, but we should watch and see.
One another player I would like to talk upon from you, he's from Serbia, Dusan Vlahovic. We can't just ignore him, and we have to talk about him because we have seen that Juventus have struggled this season, and Dusan has been affected by this like surrounding also. So some people also associate him with Kylian Mbappe. So what do you say? This 22-year-old guy needs to do more to justify these kind of associations.
Of course, he has got high responsibilities. Now he's been representing his country. So at the age of 22, it's a very good opportunity for him. What he has done for the club level, he's been struggling whatsoever it is. But this is a big platform, and I'm sure these boys must be eager to play against a big team like Brazil, who they always admire them as one of the favorites to win the championship. But I think today is the day wherein they have to come all guns firing, and they are all capable of doing that. And I think it's going to be a cracker of a game that we're going to watch tonight. I'm all excited, but at the same time, I also, don't want the things what we have seen yesterday and day before to get repeated tonight itself. I'm very confident. And
You scared.
I'm not scared. I'm happy that whatever happened before the Brazil's game, because Brazil might be aware of the situation, what happened in the last 2 days. So they would not take any of the teams lightly. So this is, I think, going to be a good opportunity. And coming back to this boy, Sushanth, he has the capability, he has the potential to score goals and to do wonders for the country.
So how many goals would Brazil, Serbia make? Who would score more? Brazil or Serbia? From you, I'll take first Alvito and then from Sushanth.
I would want Brazil to score as many as possible. But then, football is sometimes, as we said, it's a tricky game. Having so many star players might not make them score too many goals. But for me, even a 1-0 scoreline, I'm satisfied. But yes, I think the scoreline would be 2-0 in favor of Brazil.
2-0. Sushanth?
If Brazil get the flow, then they will score 4 or 5 goals. But if the day for Serbia, this will be 0-0.
All right. वैसे we have a special treat for our fans today. ये treat मतलब पार्टी के फॉर्म में नहीं है, खाना नहीं खिला रहे हैं, लेकिन हाँ, we have our experts from East Bengal and from Kerala as well. So we want both of you, Alvito and Sushanth, to give a nice message to all your fans in your native language.
নমস্কার সব বাঙালিদের একটাই বলতে চাই, আমি জানি বাঙাল অনেক সাপোর্টার আছে যারা ব্রাজিলকে ভালোবাসে। আজকে আমরা খুব খুশি যেহেতু ব্রাজিল আজকে মাঠে প্রথমবারে নামছে। আমরা চাইবো আমরা সবাই মিলে আমরা এই ম্যাচটাকে আনন্দ করব। ম্যাচের পর আরো আনন্দ হবে, কারণটা হচ্ছে আমরা সবাই কনফিডেন্ট। ব্রাজিলিয়ান ফ্যান যারা আছে, আমি কিংবা সবাই, আমি এতটাই কনফিডেন্ট আজকে ম্যাচ কোনোভাবে আমরা হারবো না, আমরা জিতবো। ভগবানের কাছে আমরা প্রার্থনা করি এই ম্যাচটাই কেন আমরা পুরো বিশ্বকাপটা আমরা জিতে গেলে খুব ভালো হবে। and let's all be together আর ডেফিনেটলি আমার মনে হয় আমরা আজকে ম্যাচটা জিতবো। আর আমরা 18th of December আমরা সবাই മിলে বড় করে আনন্দ করব যেদিন ব্রাজিൽ വേൾഡ് കപ്പ് জিতবে। താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്.
സുഹൃത്തുക്കളെ, നമുക്കറിയാം ഫുട്ബോള് നമ്മളെ കേരളീയരുടെ ഒരു മെയിൻ എന്റർടൈനിങ് സ്പോർട്സ് ആണ്. ഫുട്ബോൾ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാലും പോരാ, അത്രയും നെഞ്ചോട് ചേർത്ത് വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു കായിക ഇനമാണ് ഫുട്ബോള്, കേരളത്തിൽ എസ്പെഷ്യലി. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്നത്തെ മാച്ച് ഭയങ്കര ടൈറ്റ് മാച്ചാണ്. നമുക്കറിയാം കഴിഞ്ഞ മാച്ചുകളിലൊക്കെ വലിയ വലിയ അട്ടിമറികൾ സംഭവിക്കുന്നു. ഇന്ന് ബ്രസീൽ ഇറങ്ങുകയാണ്. ബ്രസീലിൻ്റെ ഒരുപാട് ഫാൻസ് ഉണ്ട് കേരളത്തിൽ. ബ്രസീലിൻ്റെ ഓരോ കളിക്കാരെയും എനിക്കും ഇഷ്ടമാണ്. എൻ്റെ ടീം അർജന്റീനയാണെങ്കിലും ബ്രസീലിനെ ഞാൻ ഒരുപാട് റെസ്പെക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു. നല്ല പ്ലെയേഴ്സാണ്, നല്ല ടീമാണ്, 5 വർഷം കപ്പടിച്ച ടീമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നല്ലൊരു മാച്ച് നമുക്ക് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കാം. നല്ലൊരു ടീമാണ് ബ്രസീൽ, ജയിക്കുമെന്ന് തന്നെ നമുക്ക് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കാം. പക്ഷേ സെർബിയ ഒട്ടും മോശമല്ല. അപ്പോൾ കളി എന്തായാലും നമ്മൾ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക, എൻജോയ് ചെയ്യുക ഈ മാച്ച്. മറ്റ് പ്രശ്നങ്ങളൊന്നും ഉണ്ടാക്കാതിരിക്കുക. ഞങ്ങൾ ടി വിയിലൊക്കെ കാണുന്നുണ്ട്, ന്യൂസൊക്കെ അറിയുന്നുണ്ട്, നമ്മൾ ഫാൻസുകൾ അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും തിരിഞ്ഞ് അടിപിടിയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നു. അതൊന്നും ഉണ്ടാവാതിരിക്കുക. നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ഫുട്ബോൾ ഒരു എൻജോയ്മെന്റ് ആണ്. നമുക്കറിയാം വേൾഡിലെ വലിയ വലിയ എന്താ പറയുക, ദേശീയ യുദ്ധങ്ങൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വംശീയ യുദ്ധങ്ങൾ ഇല്ലാതാക്കിയത് ഫുട്ബോളിലൂടെയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളെ രാജ്യത്ത് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളെ സംസ്ഥാനത്ത് അത്തരത്തിലുള്ള ഫൈറ്റിങ്ങളൊന്നും ഉണ്ടാവാതിരിക്കട്ടെ. നല്ല രീതിയിൽ എൻജോയ് ചെയ്യുക. ഈ മത്സരം മാക്സിമം എൻജോയ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് നല്ലൊരു സപ്പോർട്ട് കൊടുക്കുക. നിങ്ങളെ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട ടീമുകൾ ഏതൊക്കെയാണെങ്കിലും അവരെ നന്നായിട്ട് സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. ഓൾ ദി വെരി ബെസ്റ്റ് Brazil fans.
Okay, so thank you everyone for tuning in Ramco Presents SK Kick-off, the right product for the right application, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye and take care.